Hey everyone, as I promised, the SUPA template version 3 is here. If this is your first time seeing this, it stands for Search Query Performance Analyzer. It's a tool that you can extract data from Search Query Performance and use this template to find the trends. And there are so many use cases that you can use this template for. So I'm going to first go over the tabs that you see here. And then after that, in next step, we will go over how to extract data from Search Query Performance and create this template. The first dashboard that you see here is master list. Anything before that is for the setting when we are extracting data. So in master list, as you see, we have all the queries here with all the trends for search volume, impression share, click share, add to cart, and sales share, as well as the search volume of the last period for this term, plus total order of the last period. By total order, I mean for the market, not for your brand. And on the right side, you are seeing week over week trend and numbers for each of these KPIs. On the top, you have these sum for everything here, and also you can filter. For instance, I can here filter by ankle. All the terms in below table will be filtered to the ones that have ankle, or I can even search for ankle brace. And as you can see, everything is filtered. Or if I want to say ankle brace or knee brace, so when you want to use, or you can use vertical bar, then the exclude, anything that you want, you can use the exclude input to exclude from your terms. In this case, I might say, let's remove kids. I don't want these terms to have kids in it anymore. So anything that you see here is the sum of the tables below, same as here. And finally, we have this graph that shows you the trend for all of these search terms in terms of search volume, impression share, click share, add to cart share, and sales share. Now, we had this in the previous version of SUPA. What I added here is this keyword trend tracker. So every time that you update your sheet, you need to click on this update button here. And what is going to happen is, if it is your first time, probably it's going to ask for you to confirm, authorize this, because this is a kind of code script. You need to authorize and give permission to Google in terms of running that app script. So you give the permission, and now if you click update, every time that you update the sheet, you put new week's data or new month's data, you need to go ahead and update this sheet. What you see here is all the terms from your search query performance that you have imported. You have the score of the last week. So everything you see here is for the last period. In this case, it is week 37. The search volume of the last period, total market order of the last period, as you can see here. And then for all these KPIs, what I have done is that for impression share, for instance, I'm looking at the percentage change compared to previous period. In this case, for ankle brace, the first row, it tells me that my impression share on week 37 increased 8.06% compared to week 36. So just keep that in mind. This is not absolute number. It is the percentage change. So that is that. And here I'm showing that what is the impression share change compared to max of the impression share that I have had ever. So in this case, when I see it is 0, it means my week 37 percentage probably is the maximum. That's why there's no change compared to max. Or let's look at, for instance, here. For click share, it shows me that here my click share in week 37 is minus 26.90% lower compared to the max of click share that I had among all the data that I have imported. And compared to previous week, I am actually declining as well. Minus 2.82% we have declined in click share. So the reason I have put this here, you can easily select row 2, click filter. So I want to see what are the ones that I am increasing in click share, or what are the ones that I am decreasing in click share or purchase share. So this is a great way of figuring out what is happening. So where you are standing compared to the max that you were, and where you are standing compared to previous week. So it shows you directly that trend. Plus you can identify the keywords that you are losing market share. In this case, if you see most of them is in red, which means we are declining. And the reason is that we increase the price for this product, so our market share going down. So we have this KPIs for all of them. It is amazing. It's going to help you easily to identify the ones that, the trends that you are seeing compared to where you were on top now compared to previous period. Finally, we have this search, PPC search impression share report. We are gonna talk about this. We import impression share report, and kind of I am mapping this with impression share report. We are saying here, are we targeting this exact query in exact match through PPC, phrase, or broad? Are we targeting them or not? If it is targeted, it means it is. If it's not targeted, it is not. And finally, we have impression share and impression rank for that query. Just you should keep this in mind. This is through for the whole account, right? If you are looking at one product here, this is different because this is looking impression share gives you your impression share and impression rank for the whole account, not any specific product. Or if you are bringing data from your brand level, then you can kind of compare and see where you are standing. I want to go down here. If you see this is 100, I'll give you one example here just for you to understand how to read this. So here it says from previous period, I had 100% increase. It means my previous period was 0. That is why I see 100% increase most probably. And this one is from max is 0. It looks like we have for the first time this term showing up in search query performance among data we have imported. That's why compared to max, I'm 0 because the latest week is actually the first time that it appeared. So my change compared to max, which is the same number, is 0. So these are a few things that you have to understand here. And finally, we have this keyword deep dive, that what I have here, you can go into any keyword that you want. In this case, let's say I'm gonna search for ankle brace. So now I'm seeing all my data for ankle brace week over week. I see the search query, I see all the total purchase count of the market and my impression share all in one column. So you can easily look at them and compare them. Finally, brand purchase share, as you can see here, I have this scaling color that shows you where you had the highest, where you have the lowest. And on these graphs, I'm showing the trend of the first one is the search volume compared to brand click share and brand purchase share. So you can see how you are aligning with the market in terms of the demand and your click share and purchase share. Here we have brand cart ad shares compared to brand click share. So you can see what is that drop from click share, which is the blue one, to add to cart share. What is happening here? Are you aligned? Are you pretty close? Or sometimes you might see big differences. It means something happening. You have to take a look. Here we have search query volume compared to brand impression share. You want to make sure that as your demand going up, the search volume going up or down, your impression share is aligned with that as well. Because if search volume goes up but your share goes down, it means you are not spending enough. At the same time, if the search volume goes down but your impression share goes up, kind of it might be indication of, it might be that you are spending more in PPC sponsored product. As a result, your impression share is high. You have to make sure you are not causing any cannibalization. And finally, this is brand purchase share compared to brand carts ad share. In the best scenario case, we want that add to cart with purchase share to be the same. Sometimes you might see it's not happening, then you need more investigation to understand why you are losing your customers after they are adding product to the cart. So finally, we have the states that shows us what is the time period for each week if you are importing the data weekly. Now, I'm going to quickly go over how to import the data. Let me bring this link. So you will get this link, and what you need to do is click on the link that I have provided under this video or in your email. Click on make a copy. So the first step is to bring your search query performance data. You head to brand analytics. From brand analytics, you can go to under the brand analytics. You can see search query performance. Go under brand view or ASIN view, doesn't matter which one, whatever you want to bring. In this case, I'm looking at brand, but for you, I recommend to look at ASIN because the ASIN gives you more insight in product level. In brand level also you can get insights, but for the sake of this video, I'm just going to show you how I'm downloading the brand. The ASIN is totally the same. So as we know, you can't, as of now, by the time that you're watching this, maybe it is available for download, but as of now that I'm recording, Amazon doesn't provide any way of recording this, downloading the report. So first of all, you choose your time period. I'm going to go with weekly, and the latest is week 37. Let's apply this. So I'm going to customize the columns. We will be removing same-day shipping speed here as well, and as well as same thing shipping speed. Try to align what you are importing with what I have here. Otherwise, you have to do some changes that I will explain. So save this. I'm going to choose row for 100 rows. Now, in the previous version, I mentioned that you can use HTML table scraper, but seems like it is not working. Maybe Amazon kind of abandoned that. Amazon doesn't let this extension to work anymore, or I don't know if there's any issue with the extension, but let's try actually one more time. As far as I know, last time, let me see. Yeah, it is not working, unfortunately. So one of our friends found this great alternative, instant data scraper. I'm gonna put the link below the video and in your email. So what's gonna happen when you install this extension, when your table is ready, click on this. So it gets you here, and as you see, you have all the table here. Easily copy all, go back to here. So what we are gonna do, we are gonna paste it right here, right? This is gonna be the week that we are manually importing. So paste as value, all we have the data, right? Easy. And add the week number, which is week 37. I'm gonna copy paste the week number all the way down. Now let's go for one more week so you can understand what is happening. When you are downloading, keep in mind, this is for brand, it is 10 pages. It means 1,000 queries. For ASIN level, it is 100 queries. So you can download as far as you want, right? In this case, for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna download 100 rows. I don't wanna go to the next pages. You could. So let's go to the next week, week 36, apply. I'm gonna close that one and make sure the rows are 100. Again, since we have customized, we don't need to customize this again. But if you're updating in the future, make sure align your previous data with how you have imported all the data in previous weeks, right? I'll explain right away here. So now that we have week 36, let's run this. Copy all. So what I mean here is that you want to make sure, and I'm going to import here. You want to make sure what you are putting here and importing aligning with what the table that you had before. Otherwise, this template won't give you the right numbers. So make sure these two tables aligning and also aligning with what you have in the header here. I have put them as a reference so you could see what is happening. Then we will add week 36. Okay, great. That's it. I'm not gonna keep going, but if you see, it starts populating based on the data that you are importing. And in terms of this is a pivot table here. You can click here on edit, and sometimes if you click here, the setting for pivot table right away shows up. If not, you might see this edit. You can sort how this pivot table is showing by going here to the rows and saying, what do you want to sort by? In this case, I'm gonna say sort by the search volume. And it's asking which week, do you wanna sort by the grand total or any week? I would say sort by the week 37 based on the search volume descending. So as you see now, this is sorted. Keep that in mind. You could do that, or you can sort by any of these KPI that you want. Otherwise, by default, when you are uploading, this is going to be sorted by the search query. I always sort by the search volume or even impression share. Keep that in mind. Next, you need to go to your search to PPC, sponsored product impression share report downloaded, and same as the way you imported your data here, import impression share here. But this impression share is not gonna be week over week, right? What I have done here, I downloaded for 30 days of impression share, and that's it. The next time if I wanna check this, I will upload this probably the next month, and I will do that once a month just to see what is happening. So you don't need to keep going. When you are going to update this impression share, just easily remove what you have. So this is important. You're gonna remove what you have here, clear it, right? And import the new data. Finally, in the setting, what I have, in case, I wanna just show that, make sure these columns that we have here aligns with the input that you have, right? If the table that you brought is not aligning with these columns, this pivot tables, this template is not going to work properly. So you're going to make sure the columns that you have here aligning with these ones, these number of columns. So if you follow this header, you would see that it's going to work, everything would be good. If you are not following this header, make sure you identify which column is the column that these KPIs are in it. So that is it. And the last one is that when you go to keyword trend tracker, you just need to click on update, and it's gonna update to your last week, which in this case still it is week 37, but it is important. See, you have to authorize it as well, because this is a new Google Sheet. The other one was different. This is a new Google Sheet that we copied. You need to authorize and give permission to run the macro. So as soon as that is done, you click on update and everything will get updated to the latest data that we have brought there.